Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes from Victorian Varnish to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
Now, Victorian Varnish releases polishes every month. We always get the COG of the month. So these polishes are typically released on the first of the month, majority of the time, unless it's like a special event or like a holiday. But majority of the time, the first of the month will be the launch. They always have a COG of the month. It's just a special polish that's created specifically for that month, and you always get a collectible sticker with it. The sticker always matches the theme of the polish and vice versa, so it's really fun. The Victorian Varnish stickers are actually my favorite stickers. I love them. They're so intricate with the detail on the actual sticker, and then you always get like a fun hollow glare, whether it's like little circles or like shards on it. You'll see when I show the footage, but they're always super fun. And I've been meaning, so I have like one Victorian Varnish sticker there, but I've been meaning to like cut them out to put them on like the magnetic pad to stick them on my Helmers. I just haven't gotten there yet. So for this month, we are also having a Pride collection, and then we also have a trio of polishes, the L2L or Lacquer to Lashes Nation polishes. Those ones always get me. They're always so fun. They are inspired by Latanya. She's over on Instagram. She does lives of swatches for a lot of different things, for polish pickup, hella handmade collections, solo polishes, all of that. It's really nice to be able to see those polishes swatched live. I know we see them in videos, but there's just something about seeing a polish swatched live that's just a little bit different. So Latanya is really helpful in that way. So if you aren't following her over on Instagram, definitely do. She is hilarious. Love watching her. The most fun part about those lives is the interaction with people in the chat. So much fun. All right, let's get into these swatches. We are starting out with the June COG of the month. This one's going to come with a collectible sticker that I will show you after the swatch. This one's called Spikes and Scales. It is a lime green jelly neon base with a light green aqua blue candy shimmer with purple blue green UCC flakies, green aqua ghost flakies, micro black flakies, and green silver reflective glitter. A lot going on, but nothing is too chunky. Everything flows smoothly. Amazing formula. I built this one up in 3 coats. It is a jelly base, so it felt like 3 coats was definitely needed to get the most opaque base. I love a kitchen sink polish, so I knew that I was gonna love this one because of all the beautiful ingredients. What I love about Victorian Varnish, and I say this all the time, is that when you read off a description, you're gonna see everything listed in that description in your polish. This is gonna make for such a fun summer polish. I can see myself wearing this like in the dead of summer. For whatever reason, I feel like I've been kind of scared of neons lately, and I don't know if it's because I transitioned into a different role at work and I feel like I can't wear like super brights anymore. I can, but I don't know. It's just weird because even before then, I still felt like a little bit nervous, which is not like me at all. But with this polish, it is neon, but it's jelly, so it's still bright and beautiful, but it's not like your green highlighter neon. So definitely something that I would want to wear like dead in the summer when we're getting into like 90 degrees. Eventually we'll get there in my area, but beautiful formulation. Pictured are 3 coats of Spikes and Scales with a glossy top coat. Here is the sticker that you will get with your COG of the month. This is limited edition, so once they sell out, that is it. You won't get your cute little lizard dragon, but I always say this every video, Victorian Varnish stickers hold dear to my heart. I love the detailing. I love the hollow that we get. It's either like shards of hollow or little stars like we see here, or something always different. But I find that they're always super creative and I really, really enjoy them. And my kids do too. Sometimes I'll have to film real quickly because they'll go and steal them from me. But can't go wrong with the Victorian Varnish sticker. Now we are moving on to the L2L Lacquer to Lashes Nation series trio. These are all siblings to Vespertine. First off, we're starting with this gorgeous, beautiful shade. I am in love with all of these, spoiler alert. This one is called I'm Fluent in Spanish, English, Portuguese, German, French. This is inspired by Polish Out of Hand. It is a bright orange coral base with intense red orange copper aurora shimmer and hollow dust flakies. Now, if you've watched Latania's lives, you're gonna get this quote, and all of these are hilarious because it's literally like what she says all the time. But the polish, ooh, my goodness, you saw beautiful formulation. It is this fiery corally orange base, and that aurora shimmer is just doing something to my soul because this polish is stunning. Something that I am definitely going to pull out, put on my summer rack to wear in the summer. It is glorious, and the dusting of hollow flakies just adds even more twinkle and sparkle to this polish. We are looking at 2 coats of I'm Fluent in Spanish, English, Portuguese, German, and French with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have You Being Petty. This one's inspired and named by Tiny Bubbles 83. It is a bright lemon yellow base with intense red orange copper aurora shimmer and hollow dust flakies. This yellow I found to be very flattering on my skin tone. I'm always very iffy with yellows because I feel like with me being tanner, they always look a little funny, but this one had a really bouncy, juicy jelly base, and I did go in with 3 coats just because I feel like it needed that just to get me the most full opaque look, and for the fact that yellows sometimes just take that 3rd coat just to build up. But the shimmer, whoo, my heart, like it's the same shimmer that we saw in the previous polish. Actually, all 3 have the same shimmer, but it just does something different in this polish. It is so intense. We see a lot of the red and the orange, super intense. They are contrasting shades, but they are so flattering together. Another gorgeous summer polish. This trio is just beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of You Being Petty with the glossy top coat. Next up, we have I Know What I'm Doing. This one's inspired by LJ Natural Nails. It is a bright purple base with intense red copper aurora shimmer and then the hollow dust flakies. So on the first coat, we go on very squishy, very bouncy. You can see that it is sheer, but just wait, everybody. That second coat brings it all together. We start seeing more of that purple base, and because we have so much of that intense shimmer in here, that base is like pulling more towards that like reddish pinkish side. All of these components together, they are just stunning. It's that shimmer. Something about that red orange copper aurora shimmer is just stealing me away because they're in all of these 3 polishes and they add that intense glow. With this one, we get very, very much like sunset summer vibes. We see that purple base in the perimeters of the nail, but the shimmer is definitely the star in this show. It is just like taking over and in charge. Pictured are 2 coats of I Know What I'm Doing with a glossy top coat. We are moving on to the Hue Are Loved Pride collection. So $3 of each bottle benefits the Magic City Acceptance Center for Youth in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm going to leave all of that information down below, the website and everything, so you guys can click into it. This one is called By the Sea. It is a summer dream of a pastel blue shimmer. Now, if you know me, you know pastels aren't my vibe. I need like a spin-off when it comes to pastels, and I feel like this is the spin-off. All of these are spin-offs because it's not quite that cream pastel that I just don't really enjoy. It has this shimmer in there, that pastel blue shimmer that just adds this really soft, very pretty ethereal like glow. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to say 3 coats for everybody. You can very well do 1 or 2 to give you more of a softer look, but I thought 3 was very flattering. And I also am not a big fan of baby blue either. I know you guys have heard me say this a lot of times, but there's just something about this one that's just different. It has a really pretty wash of color on the nail. Like I said, very ethereal-like, very fairy-like. It is just very calming to look at, so did really enjoy this one. Pictured are 3 coats of By the Sea with the glossy top coats. Now, this is called Galactic Core. This is the topper of the collection. I'm going to introduce it now because I'm going to top it over all of the polishes. So this one features large particle blue purple shimmer with square hollow glitters, micro hollow black and opal glitters that just all combine perfectly together. Really enjoyed this topper. This one amplified By the Sea even more. It just turned it to from like this very fairy light ethereal look to a very fun funky color that you can still wear even if you didn't want anything super intense or crazy, right? Because we still have that really soft beautiful base, but then we have this really funky and fun topper. You combine those together and you just get this really fun manicure on the nail that's not too out of this world. So here we're looking at 3 coats of By the Sea with 1 coat of Galactic Core. Next up we have Rose All Gay, and this one's described as a beautiful pastel pink shimmer. So again, the vibes of all of these polishes are that ethereal sort of soft look, which I think is really nice to see, especially going into the summer months where we're seeing so many bright neon polishes. We still get our fun topper to top with this polish in this collection, but love to see something a little bit different as we're moving on to the really, really hot months. So I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to say 3 coats for everybody if you're trying to get more of an opaque look. We get this really bubblegum, like washed out bubblegum pink on the nail. This would be fantastic as a pedicure. If you love your like neutral pedicure shades, this one is definitely going to be it for you. I feel like this would look really nice on skin tones that are even darker than mine because it's just going to pop and look so pretty. So now we're going to top it with Galactic Core. And again, it amplifies it, makes it much more, like it turns it into like our previous polish, from a very soft ethereal vibe to a very fun and funky vibe where we can like now go out during the day for brunch, or you know, maybe you have this on your nails for like a few days and you want to switch it up because you're going out with friends. Top it with this one. It's gonna look amazing. Those square hollow glitters are so fun. So here we're looking at 3 coats of Rose All Gay with one coat of Galactic Core. Here we have NB Stardust. This one is described as a luxurious pastel purple shimmer. So this one definitely has some really intense shimmer in there. I feel like a little more intense than the previous ones that we saw. But second coat, that's when we start seeing that purpley base build up. And then on the 3rd coat, we get more of an opaque look. I think longer nails, you're going to see a little bit of nail line, depending on how prominent you have a nail line. But 3 coats on everybody is going to look fabulous. So you can see what I mean. I feel like this one has more of an intense glow than the previous polishes that we saw. It's definitely that really pretty shade of like purpley pink, like lavender, that I feel like I love, but sometimes I don't love 100% on me. But this one's very pretty. And then we're going to top it with Galactic Core. Now I definitely love it even more. Usually these like lavender shades, I get a lot of compliments when I wear them, but I just don't enjoy them thoroughly on my nails, just for whatever reason. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I need something deeper in the color. But topped with this topper, I thought it was so fun, and I can see myself wearing this as a full mani with the topper. Maybe adding 2 coats of the topper and then doing like 2 coats of this polish just to like intensify the topper even more. I think I'd really enjoy that as a full mani. But here we're looking at 3 coats of NB Stardust with 1 coat of Galactic Core topped over it. All right, guys, I have a lot of favorites this month, pretty much all of them, but I'm going to name them off anyways. So most definitely the COG of the month. That is just screaming summertime for me. It is this juicy, vibrant green with a whole bunch of fun components in there. Of course, I was gonna love that one. All of the L2L or Lacquer to Lashes Nation polishes, that whole trio, they're so vibrant and they're gonna be perfect for summertime. I feel like Victorian Varnish does this with a formulation, and I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just how it comes off on your nails, but they have like this glass sheen It just looks like a glass sheen on the nails. It looks so good. And then I really loved the topper Galactic Core. So different. Again, you can use this for summertime. You can take it with you into the fall, into the winter as well. But it's just so different. I love the addition of the glitters in there, like the square shapes. It just makes it into such a fun, funky topper that you can put over something just to completely transform it. So definitely enjoy that topper. I'm going to put it aside and use it with a polish at some point soon. I need to be better about doing my manis. It's been so busy swatching that sometimes I just don't wear anything. But I'm all caught up. So that means I need to paint my nails. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on picking up any of these polishes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.